It doesn't matter how slow you go, just don't stop. And it doesn't matter how the poses look. What matters is how they feel. That's the most important thing. Hi, I'm Jan. This is 316 Yoga. This is your yoga from home. You're going to do it your way, whatever feels good for you in your body today. Just don't quit. Don't give up. Modify, the M word. I love it. It's marvelous. Modify. Do poses that feel right in your body. Don't worry how it looks. You don't have to do it a certain way. The only thing you have to do is be mindful of something that hurts. If it hurts, don't do it. Back out of it. Say, forget it. That's not for me. If it's just uncomfortable, breathe through it. There's a difference. You can breathe through discomfort. Challenge yourself. Don't hurt yourself. All right, you can do it. I'm Jan. This is 316 Yoga. As I said, this is a 1 hour long practice. This is your strong foundations practice. We're going to build strength here. We're going to balance better. Every day I practice, and I hope you join me. I hope you let me join you in the privacy of your own living room or dining room or your yoga studio that you've created. But every day we do something different. All of the practices I've designed to work together to make you stronger, more flexible, better balanced, and more mobile in all the other things you do off of your mat, and that's the most important thing. All right, let's do it. Come on, let's come on up to standing. The trick is, though, you got to take the time. You just got to take the time. You got to show up. Whatever you do, show up, do it, whatever it is, and just see what happens. Grab your props and come on up to a standing position. Once you make yourself here, let's talk about your stress number. On a scale of 1 to 5, 1 to 10, what's going on? How are you feeling in your body? Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's have our props nearby. Maybe you've got some blocks, a strap, a towel, whatever, or nothing at all. It's fine. You're standing. Maybe you've got a chair nearby. All right, so stand solidly. Feel your feet. Feel your feet beneath the earth, or feel your feet with the earth underneath. Just kind of rock around a little bit. Feel all 4 corners of your feet. And then place your hands on your hips or your hand on a chair. Take a deep breath in. Lift your chest up to the sky. Elbows squeezed back and down. Start to come up onto the balls of your feet. So no magic here. Just, rock back and forth from the balls of the feet to the heels. Maybe lift your toes up when you go back on the heels. Just breathe deeply in through the nose, and sigh it out through your mouth. Let it go. With each breath out, think of the stress going away from you. You. Think about this word. The word today is real simple. It's you, right? And what is you? That's an obvious one. But you can also mean anyone. You know how you say, oh, you do this, you do that. You can mean anyone, and anyone can do yoga. Anyone can do this yoga. And why? It's that M word. You modify. You make it work for you. Come on up to the balls of your feet, back down onto your heels. Maybe hold it for a second or two, good and high if you can, if you want. And then come on back down. Root into your feet. Send your arms high up to the sky. Stretch it out, and maybe there's a bend in your elbows because it doesn't feel so great in your shoulders. Totally fine. Just do. Interlace your fingers, palm tree pose. Send your palms up to the sky and start to sway from side to side. Hello, Betty and Pam and Brent and Roger and Tina and Rena and Diane, Lynn, Christy, Liz. Oh, Christy, I have pulled out of a box that beautiful quilt that you made. Amazing. It looks beautiful here in sunny Florida. Thank you again. All right, side to side. Oh, how does it feel? Stretch it out. Maybe stay a little bit longer on one side, then stay a little bit longer on the other. Just feel what you feel. All right, come on back up. Arms go high, extended mountain. Sink the shoulders on down. Stretch and reach up to the sky. Reach behind you. Look up to the sky. Take a little back bend. You know what might feel good here is putting your hands on your low back. Hands on your low back might make you feel a little more stable. Take this little back bend and then take a forward fold. As you exhale, fold forward. So you're kind of folding your body in half like a paper clip. Bring your fingers down toward the earth, chin toward your chest, crown of your head toward the earth. Hey, maybe a bend in the knees might be just the ticket to make this pose accessible to you today. Breathe in. Sigh it out, let it go.
It's not as bad as you think. Let all expectation go. Don't worry. This is time for you to just enjoy and feel really super great. You're decompressing your spine here. It doesn't matter how low you go. It doesn't matter if your hands touch the earth or not. Chin is tucked to the chest, crown of the head to the earth. Just breathe. Maybe wiggle your shoulders, maybe wiggle your hips, and just have fun with the movement. As you slowly inhale, stack your spine up one vertebra at a time, keeping your chin to your chest until you come all the way up to standing, and then release your chin from your chest. All right, arm circles. Tee out your arms and just draw little circles on the sides of your room. Chest is lifted, breathe and enjoy it. A little bend in your elbows. Maybe you're using like your palms to wash the windows at the side of your room. Breathe. I'm going to point through my fingers and kind of tighten up in the shoulders, taking the circles to the back of the room and then adding in the knees whenever you feel good. Put a bend in your knees and then come on up. Bend the knees and come on up. Maybe when the hands go down, the knees bend, and when the arms come up, the knees straighten. Just move. Move the knees. Move the shoulders. Take your arm circles in the other direction. Breathe. I don't know how deep you get into the shoulders, but whatever it is, feel good about it. How low can you go with the knees? Kind of like taking a chair pose, like you're going to sit back in a little tiny chair behind you. All right, arm circles are done. Come on up to standing. Stand up nice and straight, shoulders over your hips, shoulders back and down. Big coat swing. Start to sway, twist from side to side. Twist from side to side. Your arms are heavy. They're tapping your hip and your backside. Just think of your shoulders as just super duper soft. And arms are heavy and they're just moving with the motion. Look from side to side, look over your shoulder, then the other one. Control this twist. You are in control. We're going to take twists too when we take our lunge. We're going to take a big twist at the end when we do supine twist, which so many of you love. I know Stan and Roger, you like that supine twist. It's such a nice twist. It helps with digestion. It helps with elimination. It is a great pose. All right, let's finish up in this big coat swing. Let's do ragdoll pose. But first, let's stretch it out again. Do extended mountain, lift and breathe. We're going to come back to this often, so lift and breathe. Find your feet again. Root into your feet. Feel good. Exhale, ragdoll. Fold forward. So take this forward fold. Let your arms hang heavy for a second. Wiggle your knees. Take your hands now to opposite elbow creases. Think of how a ragdoll looks. Tuck your chin to your chest. You're folding in half. Hands at opposite elbow creases. Wiggle your toes and then start to move from left to right. Elbow back toward the knee, then the other elbow back toward the other knee. Let your neck hang heavy. So nice little controlled twist here. Does a bend in the knees feel good? Maybe yes, maybe no. All right, ragdoll pose. Decompress your low back. After you sit for long periods of time in the course of your day on your computer or doing whatever it is you do, stand up and do your ragdoll pose. Loosen up your low back. All right, let's finish up here. Come back to the midline of your body. Again, those toes, give them a wiggle. Let them be independent. And then bring your hands down. Let's come into a child's pose. This is time to get into your head. Bring your knees down to your mat. You can use your block if you like, or maybe you want to use that towel. Maybe you got it rolled up. Knees can be together, big toes touching, hips back to the heels. Head can come down onto your block, your towel, whatever feels good. Arms can be down by your sides, palms face up, reaching to the bottom of your mat. Here's a tight, concise little position of surrender called a child's pose. An option that I like to take is knees spread wide, hips back toward the heels. Maybe they sit on the heels or maybe not. Nobody's judging you. Use the block underneath your forehead or not. You don't ever have to use the blocks. You can use the blocks anytime you want. Reach your arms long to the top of the mat here. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. All right, this is time for you. Just kind of let the outside world go. Don't think about news and the scrolling on the screen. Don't think about what you gotta do or what you didn't do. Just settle in here into this present moment. Maybe press your forearms down to your mat, press into your hands, maybe send your fingers even more forward if you're in the extended child's pose. As you exhale the air out of your belly, think of your belly button going back to your spine and your tailbone going more back towards your heels. Spine is lengthening, quads are getting a nice stretch, so are the knees. If you're in extended child's pose, feel it in the shoulders, let it feel good. If you're in a classic child's pose with the arms by your side, you feel it in the shoulders there too. Think of lengthening through your neck. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out through your mouth. Sigh it out, let it go. Now if you like, close your lips and breathe in and out of your nose as we try to marry one breath to one movement for the rest of the practice. Do what you can with what you got. Try. Taking a pose to 10% is an A+. Maybe that is where you are today. Don't sweat it. Just try, little by little, and you will get stronger. Come back to this child's pose anytime you like. Right now, let's take it to a downward facing dog. So bring your hands underneath your shoulders, bring your knees underneath your hips, tuck your toes to your shins, send your hips high up to the sky. Heels are slightly lifted, pedal them out like you're riding a bicycle. Hands are shoulder width distance apart, fingers spread wide, little gecko suction fingers into the mat. Let your head hang heavy as the crown of your head comes to the earth. Shake your neck and pedal it out. Think of your tailbone going higher up to the sky. Neck is heavy, gaze is down toward your feet or your knees or your belly button. Still your feet. Walk your feet to meet your hands or walk your hands to meet your feet. Sweep the arms to the side. Come on up to your extended mountain. Hello, extended mountain pose. Lengthen up, breathe, stretch it out, extended mountain. Exhale, hands through prayer center, fold forward. Let's do our sun salutation A. Fingers toward the earth, neck is loose. Inhale, arms lift to your shins, your knees, whatever it takes to create a flat back. Press into your legs, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, fold forward, walk your hands forward. Let's do our first Chaturanga Dandasana of the practice. Here's a modification. Try this perhaps. Stay on your knees. Walk your hands forward. Bend at the elbows. Exhale. Inhale. Press into the earth. Chest goes forward. Lift. Exhale. Send your hips back to your heels. Knees spread wide. Remember that wide-legged child's pose? There's an option for you. Let's all come back to a downward facing dog. Heels pedal. Tailbone to the sky. Walk your feet to meet your hands or your hands back to meet your feet. Inhale, arms sweep up, extended mountain pose. Lengthen. Exhale, hands through prayer center, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, back is flat. Exhale, plant your hands. This time a true classic Chaturanga Dandasana. Hinge forward, high plank. Shoulders are over your wrists. Exhale, low plank. Hug your elbows in. Push the earth away now and come onto the tops of your feet. Chest is shining forward. If you want, slip down to your knees. It's all good. Upward facing dog. Now flip your feet to a natural position. Send your hips high. Come to your down dog. Pedal it out. One more time, your way, exactly how it feels right for you. Walk your feet to your hands or your hands to your feet. Inhale, arms sweep up, extended mountain. Exhale, hands to prayer center, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands on your mat. Chaturanga Dandasana. High plank, your way. Low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal it out. And finish. Still your feet. Walk your feet to meet your hands or your hands to meet your feet. Inhale, arms sweep up, extended mountain pose. All right, here's the deal. From your extended mountain, this time we're going to take it into a chair pose for Sun Salutation B. Hi, Betty. Hi, Karen. Hi, Kelly and Elizabeth and Timothy. All right, lengthen up. bend your knees, come into a chair pose. Chair pose is also called Utkatasana in Sanskrit. So you're going to sink your bottom back and down. And think about your knees. How low can you take it? Use your arms as a counterbalance. The arms reach forward. Sink the weight back into your heels. Maybe lift your toes and give them a wiggle. Hold it here. You're strong. Here's your chair pose. Lengthen through your fingers. Exhale, settle in. One more big inhale. Hi, stand. How are you? Glad you're here. Hands to prayer center. Straighten through the knees. Fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. You've got it. Your back is flat. Exhale, plant your hands. Sun B. Come on, that starts with the chaturanga, or it doesn't start. It has a chaturanga dandasana also in it. High plank, low plank. Push the earth away, upward facing dog. Tuck your back feet, down dog, hips are high. Here's the difference. Send your right leg high to the sky. Kick it up there. Exhale, sweep it through, low lunge. Bring the foot in between the two front hands. Come to standing. Spiral the back foot down. Now your feet, nice wide spread here. Right toes are shining to the top right corner of the mat. Right knee over right ankle. Left foot is down and solidly planted. You got that? All right, shoulders over the hips. Tee out the arms. Sink a little bit lower. Hold on here. Think of squeezing the mat together. So activate your inner thighs. Oh my gosh, you really feel it. Think of squeezing the mat together. Sink low. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look to the right. Look over your right middle finger and then reach. Then tick-tock your arms, 6 and 12. 6 and 12, you can push your forearm into your thigh if you like, or send the arms high. Left arm high, right arm low, like hands of a clock, 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Look up to your left arm, breathe. Inhale, reverse warrior. Come on up, keep your low body in cement. Lift your right arm up to the sky, left arm goes down your leg, look up. That's your reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your arms, chaturanga dandasana. Hands surround the right front foot. Right foot goes back to meet the left. Take your high plank, take your low plank, take your upward facing dog your way. Take your downward facing dog and pedal and breathe. You got it. Now we're going to do the other side. Walk your feet to meet your hands or your hands to meet your feet. Inhale, arms sweep up. Extended mountain. Bend in the knees. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Reach through your arms. Hold on here. Sink low. You got it. There's your chair pose. Now bring your hands to prayer center. Straighten your knees and fold forward. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, maybe through your nose, building heat in the body. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulders are back and down, your back is flat. Exhale, plant your hands, walk them forward. High plank to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg kicks high. Exhale, sweep it through, low lunge. Rise on up. Shoulders over hips, plant your feet, solid, firm, like a strong warrior, right? Bend into the left knee, arms tee out. Squeeze that mat together. Inhale, lengthen up through the crown of your head. Exhale, settle into that bent front knee. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, turn your head, look to the left and reach to the left. Tick-tock 6 and 12, push the inner left thigh open, breathe. Inhale, reverse warrior, right arm down, left arm up. Exhale, cartwheel your arms, chaturanga dandasana your way. Hands plant, nothing wrong with going back to your down dog straight away. You decide what works for you today. We'll all meet back in our downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Let's do it again. Walk your feet to meet your hands or your hands to meet your feet. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep up, extended mountain. Lengthen, breathe. Let's take chair, bend your knees, reach through the arms, sink your hips back. Same thing, let's do it again. Inhale, lengthen through the arms. Exhale, sink lower in your hips. One more big lengthening through those strong arms. Exhale, hands to prayer center, knees straight and fold in half. Inhale, halfway lift, back is flat. Squeeze the shoulders together. Exhale, plant your hands, walk them forward, Chaturanga Dandasana. Your way, maybe you take it on the knees. Come to up dog. We'll meet back in down dog. Pedal, breathe. Time for the right leg to kick high. Exhale, sweep it through to your low lunge. Hand between the feet, or foot between the hand. That's it. Come on up. Warrior two. Again, arms go out, knees bend, lengthen up. Turn to the right. Exhale to the right. Tick-tock, 6 and 12. Maybe the arm reaches this time. Inhale, rise on up. Reverse warrior. Maybe the right arm reaches to the back this time. Cartwheel your arms. Chaturanga Dandasana. Hands come down. Right foot meets left. High plank. Low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog on your knees or not. Down dog. Pedal. Breathe. We have another leg to do. So when you're ready, left leg kicks high. Exhale, sweep it through, low lunge. Inhale, rise up. Tee out, sink down, look left. Exhale, reach left. Tick-tock, 6 and 12, and look up. Turn your neck some more, look up. Reach forward with that extended right arm. Inhale, rise up, reverse warrior. Left arm goes high, right arm goes down your back right thigh, look up. Maybe reach a little more to the back of your room. Exhale, cartwheel your arms. Chaturanga Dandasana. Hands surround the foot. Foot goes back to meet the one in the back. High plank to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And pedal and breathe and shake your neck. Breathe. Hinge forward slightly and big bent knees. Hover the knees above the earth. Push into your hands, shoulders over your wrists. Bear plank or crouching panther. Goes by lots of names. Hold it here. Come on down to your knees. Grab a drink of water. Let's do our core things. How are you doing? What's going on with you? Grab a drink. Let's go into our core series. All right, so for your core poses, let's come on down to a seated position. We're gonna do those 3 things we usually do. Maybe you wanna have your strap nearby or your towel nearby if you wanna use that for a bicycle. Let's come to recline. Maybe hands to prayer center. Slowly come on back. Lean on back. Take it in control. No rush, no hurry. Think of reclining in a recliner. Come on back. Try to avoid the clunk at the end as best you can. Come all the way down. Bend your knees. Knees are bent, soles of the feet touch, knees open wide, elbows bent, fingertips lightly to your temples. Take a breath in. Maybe sigh it out through your mouth. Let some heat go as you come into your Supta Baddha Konasana sit-ups. Think of your chin going up to the sky and then lowering down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Lift and lower. You got it. Breathe. Your Supta Baddha Konasana sit-ups. Strengthen the core. Breathe. Come on, you can do it. Maybe you keep the shoulders lifted, elbows down, and you pulse your chin up to the sky. Breathe. Breathe. Let it feel good. Let it feel right. Keep your knees open wide too. Let's come on down. Bring your knees together. Bring the soles of your feet to your mat. Let's do bicycle. Hands stay at your temples. Maybe you lift your legs up, knees towards your chest, and as if you were riding a recumbent bicycle, you ride through one heel, then the other, bending your knee. Breathe. There you go. Here's another option. Peel your shoulders up, opposite elbow toward opposite knee. All right, you know, there's still another way to do this. Maybe you keep the feet planted, shoulders lifted, elbow toward opposite knee and a little twist. Or lastly, here's another option. Scissor kick it. Keep your legs nice and straight, one heel toward the earth, one leg up toward the sky, and then alternate. Elbow toward opposite knee, scissor kicks. I think I made that more complicated than it is. All right, let's finish. Come on down. Send your legs long, arms high overhead, stick pose.
Reach through your fingers, palms are touching. Point through your toes, stretch. Bring everything back to equilibrium before we go into boat. All right, float your hands on down. Maybe grab your strap if you want to use that underneath your feet, or take your hands behind your knees. I'm going to rock and roll up a couple of times. Have fun with this. But remember, check with your doctor. If you have osteoporosis or osteopenia, it's not recommended that you rock on your spine like this. So check it out and see. All right, rock a couple of times. Let it feel good. Think about plow pose. You know how we do that one? You come on up and you let your feet touch down behind your head. All right, let's keep rocking here. Come on up. Once you're seated, come on up and lean on back. Hold on to the backs of your hamstrings. Lift your legs, one leg or the other. Keep your chest lifted. Back is nice and straight. Maybe both legs lift and hold on here. Hold on here. Or you're holding onto your strap with the center of the strap underneath the... Or you release your hands and reach toward your feet. Or up toward the sky. You decide. Hold in your boat. Now bring your hands to prayer center. A little bend back in your knees feels good on the hips. Row your boat. One elbow touches toward the earth, then the other. There's your rowboat. How are you doing with it? All right, let's finish it. Hug your knees in now as you come to shoulders over your hips. Hug your heels closer to your bottom. Wrap your forearms around your shins. Breathe in, breathe out. Take that little cosmic egg pose. All right, your belly's hollowed out. You're holding on good and tight to your shins. Maybe press on up to your toes. Lean on back a little bit more and find your balance. It's all about balance, right? Everything. Talk about what is the work-life balance? Talk about balance in your body, in your mind, in your soul. It's all important. They all work together. And that's what your yoga does. Twist your ankles. No, don't twist your ankles. Circle your ankles one way, then the other. Yoga is the union of body, mind, and spirit. I'm feeling it coming together. How about you? All right, plant your feet, crisscross at the ankles, hinge forward, push your hands into the mat, and let's come into a down dog. All right, your body looks like an upside down V. Tailbone to the sky, shoulders. Your hands are shoulder width distance apart. Press into your fingers, feet are hip width distance apart. Pedal, and let it feel good. Shake your neck. You got it. All right, kick your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, sweep it through to in between the two front hands. Let's come into a lunge. All right, here's the difference here. Come on up to standing, but have all 10 toes pointing toward the top of your mat. All right, I'm going to step on back. Have all 10 toes pointing forward and bend into your knees. Bend into both knees. Woo! Bend into both knees. How are we doing here? Come on back. Bring the back knee closer to the earth. Hands to prayer center, or maybe you got a chair nearby. Right knee is above the right ankle. Hold on here. Maybe you come closer to the earth and hold it. Or maybe you come all the way down to the ground. Nobody's judging you. Don't sweat it. Let's take this lunge. Lift your arms, perhaps up to the sky. Take that baby back bend. Look up to the sky and let your parallel arms go to the back. Come back, arms to the sky, gaze forward, hands to prayer center. Hold it here. Let's do a twist. Elbow, left elbow, outside of the right knee. Hands are stacked, elbows are stacked. Inhale, lengthen up as you look down to your right toes. Exhale, start to twist. Look to the right side of your mat. Then take a big inhale, find length. Exhale, twist. Maybe look to the right side of your room and you're looking at your hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twists a little bit more. Maybe you look to your elbow or over your shoulder. Hold it here, you got it. All right, let's come out of it slowly is the key. Let your eyes guide you. Gaze back down to your left toes. Hands back to prayer center. Now bring your hands inside your right front foot. Wiggle and jiggle your right toes to the top right corner of your mat. Runner's lunge. All right, maybe find a block. That helps. Maybe slip a towel under your left knee. You can have your hands on your block. Open up the right knee to the right side of the room if that feels good. So you're kind of on the pinky toe side edge of your foot, if you like that. Hold on here, press into the block or into the earth, or bend your arm, forearms onto the block. Breathe. Maybe you come down to a half block
or all the way down to your mat. Breathe. We don't stay here long. In fact, we're done. Press on out of it. Straighten the arms, remove the block. Let's send the right leg back to meet the left. We're now going to go into a side plank. Your left arm is going to be your foundational arm. Shoulder over the wrist. It's important to stay strong and stable and aligned. Left knee can stay down on the ground. Right leg can extend. Right arm can go up to the sky, and your leg can lift. Variation 1. Variation 2. Both legs are long, and they're kind of kickstanded. Right arm can lift. Variation 3. They're all good. Ankles glued together. Right arm lifts up to the sky. Look up to your right hand. Hold it here. Breathe. There's your side plank. Let's finish. Hands come down. Come back to a down dog. Pedal it out. Finish here. Hinge forward maybe. High plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Pedal and breathe. We have another side to do. Kick your left leg up. Exhale, sweep it through to a low lunge. Rise on up. Back heel is lifted, left foot is planted. Start to find the bend in that knee that's right for you. Right knee comes closer to the earth. Left knee over left ankle. Ooh, where is that ground? Maybe kiss the ground and then pop it on back up. You decide. Arms lift. Little baby back bend. Exhale, hands to prayer center. Right elbow outside of the left knee. Hands are stacked, elbows stacked. Inhale, lengthen as you look down at your left toes. Exhale, twist, look to the left. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Look to the hands. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist, elbow, shoulder. You decide, how are you doing? Let's finish now. Slowly come back to center. Plant your hands inside your left foot. Come down on the bottom back knee if you're not already there. Maybe find your block. As you come in to your way of doing your runner's lunge, maybe you're already there. All right, left toes as much as you can to the top corner of the mat. Right foot is on the top of your mat. Push into your block, your forearms, or no block at all. Breathe. Open up the left knee to the side of the room if you like. Breathe here. Hips are open. Now press into your hands. Arms are straight. Left leg goes back to meet the right, and we're going to come into our side plank, the variation you like. Just be mindful of keeping your shoulder over your wrist. Take your plank variation that speaks to you today. Lift out of your left arm. Look up to your left arm. Push the earth away, and then plant your left hand next to right. Come back to your downward facing dog. Maybe you want to sneak in your Chaturanga Dandasana. High plank or on your knees. Low plank, chest hovers above the earth. Then straighten the arms, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Toes tuck, knees can be spread wide as you come back to a wide-legged child's pose, or come back to your downward facing dog. Pedal, breathe, shake your neck. You're doing it, and you're doing it well. Finish, walk your feet to your hands, or your hands back to your feet. Inhale, arms sweep up, extended mountain. All right, let's do some balancing. Hands to prayer center. Remember, you can always have that chair nearby. That's helpful for balance, or your countertop, or even your wall. Just do, and you can do as you do it your way. Hands to prayer center. Rock into your feet. Find your balance. Now let's go into tree. Classic tree. I'm going to bend the right leg, open it up to the side of the room. You can stay right here. You can bring the heel inside the foundational leg and stay right here. Trees are all different shapes and sizes. I'm going to slip the foot up a little bit. You can stay right here or slip it up higher into the thigh. Just don't put the foot on the knee. You don't want that sideways pressure on the knee. Hips are equidistant to the front of your room. The right knee is relaxed. Kind of push into the back of the room, hands to prayer center or on the chair. Grow your branches if you like. Look up
to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Sway your branches. It is autumn after all. Breathe. Try to close your eyes, take a long blink, see how you do with the balancing. Hands back to prayer center. Let the knee of the bent leg go to the front of the room. Plant that foot next to the other one. Take it to the other side. Root through your right leg. Left leg bends. Open it up. Take it to whatever height is right for you today. Maybe kind of freestand it, right? Why not? Give it a go. All right, I'm going to bring the foot into the thigh, avoiding the knee. Breathe. What do you want to do? Oh, your branches. Challenge your balance a little bit. And the big deal here is if you fall out, good. It means you really challenged yourself. But then get back in. Don't quit. Don't give up. End on a positive note. All right, maybe look up, close your eyes a little bit or a lot. Hands back to prayer center. Guide the knee to the front of the room. Plant the feet together on your mat. A+. Let's do a one-legged mountain. I'm going to lift my one leg. I'm going to lift it up, knee to hip height. Arms high and lifted. The heel is going to drive to the front of the mat. I'm going to take a big step forward, then I'm going to hinge forward onto that right leg. Arms are reaching toward the sky, parallel to each other. You can also put them on your hips. That's totally fine. Left leg lifts a little or a lot. Arms reach or not. You decide. Maybe your chair is there and you're putting your hands on it. Bring your body into a capital letter T shape. Softness in the foundational right knee. Breathe. There's your warrior 3. Hands to prayer center. Left foot meets right. Let's do it again on the other side. All right. This time, you are going to step forward with your left foot. Arms lift. Breathe. Hinge forward. Hinge forward. Little to no weight in the back right foot. And your left knee is a little bouncy, a little soft. Be kind. Don't lock it out. Right leg lifts. Hips are equidistant to the mat. Reach through your arms or hands to your hips. You decide. Breathe, stretch, reach. You look like the letter T for terrific. When you're done, feet meet on your mat. There's your warrior 3. Eagle pose, Garandasana, that's next. All right, think pretzel twist. You could be seated in your chair doing this. You can just do the bottom part of your body or just the top part, or put them all together. All right, arms lift, extended mountain. You know this. This is a foundational pose. We come back to it a lot. Exhale, chair pose. That too is a very common pose. Bend your knees, arms reach. Hold on here. When you're ready, right arm sweeps under left. Palms touch. Options, hands to opposite shoulders or prayer center. I'm going to sweep my right arm under my left, palms touch, elbows squeeze down, look over the fingers. Now, that's the upper body, right? You got that. Let's root into the left foot. Maybe the right foot lifts a little or a lot. Maybe you cross the legs, hug high in the upper inner thighs, take the top of the right foot, hook it behind the left calf. Sink lower, shoulders more back over the hips. Squeeze tightly here in your eagle pose. Good pose for all your major joints. You fall out, good on you. Get back in, hold on, squeeze. When you're ready, finish. Right foot meets left, arms unwind, arms lift. Exhale, baby back bend. Arms back up to the sky, let's do it again. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Reach forward, sink low. Right foot is your foundation, left leg lifts. It's gonna cross over. Now your left arm is gonna sweep over your right. Cross your arms, bring your palms together to touch, squeeze your elbows down. Gaze over your fingers and maybe hook the top of the left foot behind your right calf. Squeeze, lower down, and tighten up. Squeeze everything you got. How low can you sink? Breathe. When you're ready, finish. Left foot meets right on the mat. Arms go high, lengthen up. Breathe. All right, right arm. Circle it around and around toward the back of the room. Left arm is reaching high up to the sky. You're gonna root into your left foot. We're gonna go into dancer pose. Right foot, you're gonna take the weight out of it, and then your hand is gonna reach inside your right foot. So lengthen out of the left, capture inside the right, bring your knees back together, find length here, then kick into your back right hand. Left arm reaches forward, keep kicking back and kicking up. Root into your feet, your foot, and kick and breathe and stretch and finish. Right foot meets left, arms sweep up. Left arm starts to do that big circle toward the back. Don't forget to really lift out of that right arm. All right, root into the right foot, weight out of the left. When you're ready, capture inside the left foot. Hold it here, knees together. Find length, staying here is peachy. Kick into the foot, kick into the hand. Arm reaches forward, gaze forward. Kick back, kick up, you got it. Finish, left foot meets right, hands back to prayer center. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out, let it go. All right, take a big step forward, one leg or the other. Spread your legs wide. Pasarita Padahastasana. Let's go here and let's do this. All right, so short sides of your feet, little toe sides toward the short sides of your mat. Tee out your arms, lengthen up through the crown of your head. Exhale, fold forward with your arms teed out. And when your back is nice and flat, then reach for your calves. Hold on to your calves, your arms are strong. Let the crown of your head hang heavy. So you're looking between your legs. Try to look up towards your bottom. Elbows hugged in towards your shins. Breathe in, breathe out, let it go. There's your Pasarita Padahastasana. Let's tee out our arms again. And then using your strong core, slowly rise on up, back to the starting position. Bring your arms up overhead, give your hips a wiggle. Bring your hands back to prayer center as you exhale. Bring your heels in just a little bit. And then we're gonna come up onto the balls of our feet for horse. So bend your knees, keeping your shoulders over your hips as best you can. Sink low, and then lift your heels up. Lift your heels up and hold on here. Hold on here, you got it. Shoulders over the hips. Start to alternate with your heel touchdowns. Breathe. Calves are strong, feet are strong, quads are strong. You got it. So alternate here. Little teeny touchdowns in your horse pose. Come up high onto the balls of your feet. Sink lower in your bottom and hold right here. Alternate your heel touchdowns again. And when you're ready, plant your heels, straighten through the legs. Think five-pointed star. Arms go high, wiggle your hips, you got it. Hands back to prayer center. A foot meets the other foot, and you fold forward. Let your arms hang toward the earth. Gaze back toward your belly button. Walk your hands forward. Walk your hands forward. Come into a high plank. From your high plank pose, push the earth away. And then when you're ready, bend your elbows, come down to your knees, come all the way down to your belly. Once you're on your belly, hands are under your shoulders. Tops of your feet are on your mat. Cobra pose, Bhujangasana, strengthen your spine. Hug your elbows towards your shoulders. Legs are zipped up, tops of the feet pressed into the mat. Nose is on the mat. When you're ready to take an inhale, lift through the shoulders, lift through the chest, pressing the backs of your feet into your mat. Maybe little to no weight in your hands. Squeeze your shoulders towards your spine, squeeze your elbows towards your feet. Lift a little higher and hold, and then come on down. Hands, arms, down by your sides. Turn your head so your left cheek is on your mat. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's do floor bow, Dhanurasana. Chin back to the center of your mat. Bend your knees and then capture outside your ankles this time. Capture outside the ankles. Hold on. You could use your strap if you want, or your towel, or just imagine that you're touching your ankles with the knees bent, and hold on. Bring your heels closer to your bottom. Bring your knees closer to the midline of your body. When you're ready, kick into your hands and peel on up. Balance on your belly. Balance on your pelvis. Breathe. Kick, breathe, finish. Come down. Arms release, legs release. Turn your head, right cheek on the mat this time. Shoulders away from the ears. Take a breath in and a breath out. Chin back to the center of your mat. Hands, elbows bent, hands under your collarbones again. Seal pose. Press into your hands. Straighten the arms, soften in the glutes. Gaze down your nose. And then make your way up to standing on your knees. So you're on your knees, knees under your hips, hips under your shoulders. All right, hands to your low back. Camel pose. All right, maybe take a block. Put it between your ankles at a high height. All right, push your hips forward. This is a big one. You don't have to take it all the way. You don't have to do anything you don't want. Maybe you decided to take a water break. It's all good. All right, so maybe try standing on your knees. Push your hips forward. Breathe. Look up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Look up overhead where the sky would be. If you were outside practicing, wouldn't that be nice? Maybe you reach one set of fingertips for that block, maybe the other for the block, maybe take both for the block. Maybe reach your hands toward your heels, look up, look back to where the ceiling and the wall meet, and then put your hands back on your low back, shoulders over your hips, remove the block, and there you go. There was your camel pose. Remove your block, eye shade or towel to the top of your mat, and let's come down to do bridge. All right, bridge pose. Soles of the feet are on your mat, hands to prayer center, lengthen up. Slowly come back. One of those little times where you're measuring yourself, just determining, how strong your core is getting because you're working yourself down here. Slowly, 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 come on down to fully recline. Knees are bent, soles of the feet on the mat, arms down by your sides, loosen in the shoulders. Have your arms so that you could just about touch your heels. Your shoulders are so loose. Breathe. Press the weight into your feet, lift your hips on up. Wiggle your shoulders closer to your spine. Hips are good and lifted, interlaced fingers. Pinkies press into the mat. There you go. You don't have to interlace your fingers. You can have your arms down by your sides. Feel the lift in your hips. Roll your spine down, one vertebra at a time. Come all the way down, spine all the way down. Now it is time to send your legs along. Press on up. Maybe don't use your hands, or do. It's up to you. Come on up to seated. Take your seated forward fold. Toes to the sky, arms lift high, lengthen up, exhale, parallel arms, reach forward. They reach, they reach, they reach. Hold on here. Maybe now you reach for your feet, your ankles, whatever you can grab. Bring your elbows in towards your knees, and then take a restorative forward fold, working your nose, your forehead, your chin toward your knees. Rise on up, shoulders over your hips, legs spread wide, hinge forward here. Maybe you use a block, maybe you bring your forearms toward the earth, or maybe it's your hands. Walk your hands forward, rest into your forearms, you decide. Inhale, come on back up, shoulders over your hips. Time for your supine twist. Legs are long this time. Hands back to prayer center, always a good place to be. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. Now let's slide on back. With long legs, your heels are going to kind of drag on up with you, obviously. Just come all the way back to reclined. Keep your left leg long and bend your right knee. Capture underneath the right knee with your towel or your interlaced fingers. Hug it in. Hug it in. You're hugging this knee in. Drive through the left heel toward the bottom of the mat. So your left calf, you feel it on the mat. Hug this knee in even more. Tighter, tighter, tighter toward your armpit. Circle the ankle to the right. Circle the ankle to the left. Hug the knee in one more time. You're hugging your right knee. So take the left hand and guide the right knee across the midline of your body. Let the left hand work the right knee down and tee out your right arm. You keep your right shoulder down. Enjoy this nice big twist. Big breath in. And when you exhale, full exhale, feel how it can deepen your twist. Bring your right hip back down to the earth. Hug the knee in again. Circle the ankle because you can. And then send the right leg long. Right toes drawn toward the right shin. Left heel drags on up. Time to hug it in. Circle the ankle one way, then the other. Hug it in good and tight. Take it another inch. You can do it. Hug it in good and tight. Hold it here, driving the right leg long. Right hand now takes the left knee and crosses the midline as you roll onto your right hip. Encourage the knee toward the earth. It doesn't have to touch. Left arm tees out and you look to your left. Deep breaths. Remember, really big exhale. Hollow out the belly and enjoy that twist even more. When you're ready, left hip comes down. Hug the left knee in. Time to circle the ankle this way and that again. Send your left leg long on your mat. Now it's the opportunity for these legs to, using your strong core, for the legs to draw up. So drag your heels, keep your heels on your mat, drag your heels up as far as you can, and then lift your heels up. Left hand captures under left knee, right hand captures under right knee. Guess where we're going? We're going to do Happy Baby, Ananda Balasana. Rock a little bit from side to side. Let that feel awesome. Maybe think of your knees drawing little circles on the ceiling as you rock back and forth. Now, maybe if you'd like, capture inside your calves, capture your ankles maybe, so send your knees even more toward your armpit, or capture your heels. Draw your toes toward your shins, and here's the fullest expression of your Happy Baby. Send one leg straight and up to the sky, then the other one straight and up to the sky. There's your Happy Baby. Send your legs long up to the sky. Ankles touch, arms tee out. Let your legs float down, nice and slowly. Be at peace, my friend. Slowly float it down and come into your final Shavasana. Hooray. Bring your heels toward the edges of your mat, whatever's comfortable. Arms gently down by your sides. Shoulders away from your ears. Eye shade or towel. Cover your eyes. Block out the light. Makes a big, big difference. Sigh it out. Just get comfortable here. Maybe you got to tuck your shoulders under. Let your pinky toes fall toward the mat. Soften in the jaws. Soften in the forehead and the eye sockets. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Think of your body as heavy and your heart and your breath is light. Be the light. Take a deep breath in and your deep breath out. Here's the time where you can grab your remote and hit pause. Enjoy your final Shavasana as long as you like. If it's time for you to continue with your day, take a deep breath in and a refreshing, sighing, restoring breath out through your mouth. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Now work the motion up into your wrists and your ankles as you move them. Inhale, reach high overhead and take a big good morning stretch. Maybe point your toes and reach your fingers, wiggle your hips, wiggle your shoulders, because you can. Bend your knees, bend your elbows and come into a fetal position onto one side or the other. Bend your low arm, use that bicep as a pillow for your head. Top shoulder is soft, breathe. Breathe in, breath out. Stay here longer if you like to, it's up to you. I'm going to make my way up to a seated position with your hands or without. Come on up, grab a seat, and let's say our goodbyes. All right, hands to prayer center, lengthen up. Exhale, soften up. Gently blink your eyes open. You did it. Congratulations. You did it. You did it your way. That's important. You did it. That's the way that's right for you. Okay, so you took a stress number in the beginning. What was it? Come back to it now. It's a lot lower. You feel good. You are gaining a lot in your body. Stick with it. Don't give up. Show up. Think about this today. Be kind to your body and gentle with your mind and patient with your heart. Stay true to your spirit. Cherish your soul and never doubt yourself. You are still becoming, and there is no one more deserving of the nurturing grace of your love than you. All right. Love you guys. See you on your mats tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye. Love you. Hey, good girl. You're a good girl. Yes, you are. See you later. You're still here, and I'm really glad for that. Keep this in mind. The path is made through repetition. Keep showing up. and good things will happen. You know that. I'm glad that you're still sticking around. Tell your friends what the yoga's doing for you. Our yoga is free for anybody and everybody on Facebook and YouTube, and they can join in anytime from the privacy of their own home. Tell them about our practice, please. If you'd like to support our broadcast, you can visit our website. It's www.316yoga.com. Stay on your path, enjoy your yoga, and have a great rest of your day. See you on your mats tomorrow.